The Avengers Infinity War has many surprising and emotional moments. There are plenty of bitter moments in this MCU film. So today, we're going to take a look at the top 5 saddest moments in Avengers Infinity War. But before we start, if you like the MCU and everything to do with Marvel, please check out our new channel, Info Marvel ENG. Here, we will be uploading Marvel related content like this one every day. So be sure to subscribe, link in the description, or click on the annotation at the end of this video. And one last reminder, massive spoilers are coming, so if you have not seen Infinity War, you may want to turn back now. Number 5. Loki's Death. So this is how you start the movie? While we have seen Loki presumably die in previous MCU movies, it sure didn't stop this scene from being heartbreaking. Thanos has captured Thor and begins to torture him in order to convince Loki to hand over the Tesseract cube. At first, Loki seems to not be concerned about his brother, but soon intervenes and hands over the Tesseract. But this is actually a trick in an attempt to kill the Titan. However, Thanos is more powerful and clever than the trickster and kills him in front of Thor. Being that this is the first scene in the movie, it did its job well in setting the tone for the rest of the film. Number 4. Raccoon has much to lose. After the Guardians find Thor, he decides to travel with Rocket and Groot to a planet where he can forge a new weapon. In one scene, Rocket approaches the God of Thunder and shares an emotional moment. Thor tells Rocket that he must defeat Thanos, even if he died in the process, because he had nothing left to lose, referring to the death of his brother and his people. But Rocket replied that he does have a lot to lose. A simple response that would weigh heavily on the Raccoon in the end, since he would become the last remaining Guardian. In the Guardians of the Galaxy films, Rocket has been the most psychologically affected character and has trust issues. But over time, the Guardians became his family, and losing all of them, including Groot, was, without a doubt, a massive emotional shock for him. Because like Thor, he has lost everything. Number 3. Gamora's flashbacks and in this scene, we are given a look at when Thanos invaded Gamora's home planet and how he found her as a child. Immediately, a connection between the two was made, and Thanos decided to rescue her from the dying planet. However, we also see the young Gamora witnessing the death of her people at the behest of Thanos, setting the catalyst for who Gamora would become in the future. Which brings us to the death of Gamora. Gamora was expected to have a fundamental role related to the Soul Gem, so when the Red Skull informed Thanos that the only way to obtain the power of the Soul Gem, he would have to sacrifice someone he loved. To that, Gamora laughs as she believed that Thanos would never be able to win the Soul Gem because he does not love anyone. But she was very wrong. Thanos looks into the eyes of his adopted daughter and begins to cry. In order to fulfill his goal, he must sacrifice someone he loved. He must kill Gamora. He takes her by the hand and throws her into the void. A very emotional scene indeed, because we not only see the horror in Gamora's face as she dies, but we also see the emotional torment in Thanos, confirming that he really loved her. Number 1. The death of SpiderMan and the rest of the MCU heroes. In the comics, Thanos, with a simple snapping of his fingers, he manages to kill half of the life in the universe, and he does exactly that in the movie. People begin to disintegrate into ashes, including most of the members of the Guardians and the Avengers. But Spider-Man's death was the most emotional. Peter warns Tony, Iron Man, that something feels wrong. In Infinity War, we get to see for the first time Spider-Man's spider senses. Spider-Man looks at Iron Man and tells him that he doesn't want to go, as he is being turned into ash. What makes Spider-Man's death the most painful is because Peter is the only one who dies in fear and is fully aware of his fate thanks to his spider senses. Avengers Infinity War is full of exciting and heartbreaking moments, more than what we could fit in this list, like Star-Lord's moments after discovering Gamora's fate, or when Scarlet Witch had to kill Vision in order to destroy the Soul Gem. Even the ending title screen, when the words Avengers Infinity War are turned into ashes in silence. Tell me what you think. What are your saddest moments in Avengers Infinity War? Thank you all for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe. And remember, assume nothing and question everything.